Hello, hello. You are living out loud life with Crystal Ann. I want to talk about embarrassment. Embarrassment is a really funny emotion, actually, if you think about it. You think about, like, what are you feeling when you feel embarrassed? Like, is it shame? Is it stupid? Is it laughter at yourself? Like, embarrassment is becoming one of my favorite emotions. And, I love it. My mountain to die on is the word relapse. People are so shamed by the word relapse. And I'm like, let's reframe it. Let's reframe it. Nobody can ever take away your alcohol-free days. So why are you embarrassed? You didn't lose anything. You might have had a data point. You might have gained new information, new knowledge on the days that weren't alcohol-free. But where's the shame? Shame sometimes is like, hey, I'm on day one again. Hey, I'm on day one again. Hey, yo, I sit on day one. Like, everything to me is day one. I would tell you all the time, the reality, I let the secret slip. It's been 15 years since I have been on my decidedly purpose alcohol-free journey, the journey of stepping out of the fog, of gaining clarity into a brain healthy lifestyle, which alcohol was a major downpour on it. Like, it could never get me fully into clarity. So were there some days along the journey that they had alcohol in them and some that were alcohol free? Absolutely. 100%. I tell you all the time, I've got like an 88, 92%. I don't do 100%. And when I say I don't do 100%, does that mean I'm not giving 100% of my commitment to the journey? Absolutely. But there has been times along the journey which was not linear, that it was up and down, that I didn't have consecutive days. So, I recently just heard this question, like, what do you do with embarrassment? I'm so embarrassed to tell other people, like, it's day one again. Hey, I'm here to applaud you. I'm here to applaud you because you asked the question. And if you ask that question, hey, what about it? I'm on day one again. Then that means you're on day one. Awesome. You did not give up. Where's the shame in that? Where is the shame on the fact that you are still going, you're still trying? Like, it's okay. Think about a race that you run, right? So like, you're training for a race, you're going out there, you do all your practice, you do everything, and then the big day of the race comes and you go and you've got a goal towards the finish line, right? But like, it was rainy and it was nasty outside and like, you're going and all of a sudden you like hit a puddle or you hit something and you're like smacked down on your face. Your goal was to run that race. You wanted to cross that finish line. So do you sit there in the middle of that race with your face like stuck down in the mud? Or do you get up? You might stumble up, but you run that race forward because that's your goal. So what? You fell in the mud. So what? You might be kind of nasty looking when you get there. But you know what? Being real, being authentic, it ain't always pretty. It ain't pretty at all. Embarrassment. Again, let's go back to it. Let's really break that emotion apart because we need the awareness of it in our own selves to say like, hey, I'm not resisting this. Hey, like I'm feeling this. Hey, again, when I have embarrassment, like what is it? I don't want to resist it because that is saying to me, part of my own self, forget you, I don't want to hear you. I want to disconnect from you and I don't want to hear it. Why would I want to do that? We don't. We want to connect. We want our mind and our body to connect. That's the point, the mind-body connect, right? We have that thought, and that thought has a feeling, and the feeling, we have a thought that has an emotion, and the emotion becomes a feeling, which is a sensation that goes through our body. So, we can't help that. We can't. That's just, that's life. It happens. It comes on you, and we need to validate that and say, hi, thanks for showing up. Here's where we go next. We don't have to react in that. Not at all. We get to respond. We get to have awareness and go, okay, here it is. What does it mean? What are you showing up to tell me? Because you're here to tell me something about me. So let's break it apart. Can embarrassment be, like I said, stupid? Well, why do I feel stupid? Maybe I just don't know the next thing to do. Maybe it's not. Maybe I just need some practice and some more skill. Hey, embarrassment. Man, my intention was to be alcohol free and I totally did a slip, trip, and fall. So do I stay down in that mud? No, maybe it's disappointment. Maybe I am trying to show up to please other people and they are going to be disappointed. So I'm embarrassed because I don't want to disappoint others. That's people pleasing. That is looking for approval from somebody else. That is looking for acceptance to say, hey, you made the mark. But that's their mark. That's their race. That's their marathon. That's their little 5K, 3K. That's their training ground. Again, we're crossing the line to the finish line. So, embarrassment, thank you for coming here to me. I'm on day 1 again. Oh my goodness. Yes, I get to be on day 1. I get to do this. I get to take responsibility, and I get to try again. I never stop trying. That's it. Never give up. There's so much success in that. That is so successful. You know, when the question came up and I was like, yep, we're gonna bring this to a video, I thought, okay, here we go. We're gonna get started, right? Because I don't want to be embarrassed. My house is a mess. I can't get the fan to stop flying, and like, I've got books all over the place, and it's really funny because I did an accidental like push button when I started this, and I looked back at it and I was like, I just picked my eyes and I just wiped my nose and I just fluffed my hair. And I was like, that's so super funny to get on and do a video about embarrassment and then want to have everything perfect. Why would I want it perfect? Because I want then others to think, hey, I got it all together. Absolutely. Everything's together. Nothing out of place. Like, it's all just working in perfection. That's not my reality. My reality is I struggle. Oh my goodness, there's stuff all over the place, right? So the irony and embarrassment when we show up in that is it would have been about pleasing you. It would have been about you hearing not my words, but worrying about what's going on in the background. That's actually a distraction. So I thought, how funny. Point, purpose, embarrassment. Let's talk about it. That would have been about you. Had nothing to do with me. So opposite of embarrassment, what is it that I want to feel? Well, if I'm embarrassed, I'm down, I'm shamed, I'm covered. I want to feel proud. I want to have pride in it. I want to celebrate. I want to be calm. I want to be like feeling like, hey, it's okay. I'm okay. So letting the secret out when you're embarrassed about telling everybody about day 1. I'll take that shame for you. I'll take it. I'll take it and say, we're going to throw it away. We're going to run this race. And there ain't no embarrassment of staying for a data point. There ain't no embarrassment for having a slip, trip, and fall. Oh my goodness, side note, I fell last night, right? In the rain. I literally fell. They were so concerned about, was I okay? And all I kept saying was, I'm laughing. And oh my God, my ego is so hurt. That was my pride that was hurt. That's why I felt embarrassment. You know, ultimately, I was asked, no, I just care. Like, is your hand okay? Are you okay? And I kept repeating, my pride, my ego is what is hurt. So I want to encourage you today with the emotion of embarrassment. I want you to encourage to have that pride in self. You got up, you're dirty. So what? You can always change clothes later. Okay, that was like a metaphor, literal. I go back and forth between the two senses. I know that. But I want to eliminate and celebrate instead. I want to eliminate embarrassment, turn it to pride. Pride in encouraging you that just the fact that you're at a day 1 is pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome because day 1, sometimes people don't even have day 1s. Why are you embarrassed of it? That's the question for you. That's not me judging you. I want you to ask yourself that question. Why am I embarrassed? Who am I pleasing? Where is my shame? Because we want to reframe that thought. We want you to be celebrating. We want you to be joyous. This is a joy journey. It's life. We're all struggling through it. And if we can take down that mask, if we can take down that pretend, that illusion that we all got it together and we ain't struggling, then maybe we can be on a more level playing field together. So if you have any other questions about embarrassment, because, you know, I just kind of rambled on, but that's a question and I'm wanting to share it, you know, please feel free to contact me. You've got my WhatsApp, Voxer, and you can message right here and our other various forms of contact. But I just want to encourage you, whatever you do, I want you to be well. I want you to be well, and to be well, it's a wholeness conversation, because remember, we are 3-part beings and we have to find our fit. We have to find our fit for our mind and our body and in our spirit, so that we can achieve wholeness. And that's addressing all of those different parts. So whatever you do today, I want you to have a happy, happy day. Let me know if I can do anything for you. Oh, and look at the fan going in the background. Isn't that terrible? That's embarrassment. Who cares? Fan's going. Have a happy day.